Sports, welcome of the National Football League.
Six days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but one day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts.
2026 Indianapolis Colts.
Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. And here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out is our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
A lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first two seasons. And that's exactly what C.J. has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston. And now a little more help around him, and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
Even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down Houston.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've left over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
The quarterback never stared down the receiver, but he kept his eyes downfield until he found that open window as that crossing route finds and beats zone coverage.
Stroud to throw on first down. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be a first down Texans.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Houston.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. Nico Collins with the touchdown. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say it. This guy's been perfect. 4 passes, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. Might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. For the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And leading them out is one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong in the show. They really do belong in this league.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
That's just a gorgeous corner route by the wide receiver. I bet you'll find, Kate, in the annals of football history, the best corner route runners as receivers are also the best slant runners, the best post runners, because it's all about change of direction, and that was put on display right there.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
First down from the 42. Option give to Taylor. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's two looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing? That's incomplete left side.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here he goes, third and long. All in left side. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's fourth down.
Get to that money down, that third down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Colts going to kick this away now on fourth, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. This Texans offense ready up for its second drive of the contest. They already hold an early advantage here on the road, so looking for another touchdown to take full control of this game. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, Stroud. Catch made by Woody Marks. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. Ensure it keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Just a yard left to go on second down. From the gun, Marks gets it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
Here's Stroud on first and 10. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's second and 19. Shotgun now for Stroud. Swinging out route, complete. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Stroud now on third. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame. But that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on third down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you've got to find a way to catch it.
Texans going to kick this away on fourth, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And no return here as this one ends up going out of bounds. This is our last play of the quarter. I'll throw it here on first. Left side into the hands of Warren. And this one doesn't go far. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They start with 2nd and 6. He's dropping back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completion of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throw here, third down. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Is this clean at the 30? And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Stroud throwing here on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? You got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way. There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or back in that situation.
The Texans set to punt. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. It's a textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Taylor again. The 44-yard line as they haul him down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down Colts.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Rolling from the gun here. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Throwing from the gun. Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they make the tackle at the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. To throw here on first down. Going with the screen to Taylor. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. He's going to throw it again. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, play, and multiple times he's delivered.
From the red zone now. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And this is an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And in a tie game, you can sense in a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
And he'll take it up to the 30.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Third down from the gun. Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's a gain of 6. And the Texans first down.
So first down from the 41. Here's Stroud again. Dumps this one off. Marks. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
Again, Stroud. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, he never stared him down, but that was such a good job by the quarterback to keep his eyes downfield. Keep working as that shallow cross. Those crossing routes so devastating for zone coverage.
New set of downs from 37. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Finds Stover. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Longer timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there, and some lucky fan to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. And it brings up 3rd down.
I like that, Kate. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw 3rd and long. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. set up for the kickoff. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. To the air now on 1st and 10. Keeps this underneath to Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. He's back to throw. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of every side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Had a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out come the Colts as they've got it to begin the 2nd half. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's caught on the left sideline. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. In 15 there. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
One of the biggest keys when you get a tight end running the corner route is he's got to set his angle, Kate. Wide receivers are so nifty, so smooth. Speed's priority for tight ends. It's really setting that angle, so creating that leverage so that QB knows exactly where he's going. That's a job well done right there.
A nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Shotgun, hand off to Taylor. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
Pad level, pad level, pad level. To stuff a run before it can get going means you got underneath those pads and gave that runner nowhere to go.
3rd down from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was Tyler Warren. And 4th and 4 coming up. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this 2nd half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. And they'd love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To the air, throwing the out route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Stroud. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
They'll bring out the punter here. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. This one is fair caught, but let's see what that flag's all about. This drive may not be done.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They send a man in motion. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And they could really use a good one here. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. The Colts offense set to head out. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage to check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
He completes it in traffic. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for 3rd and very short.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle. You really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Catch made over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Going with a screen to Taylor. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
That pass, they did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
To the air on 3rd and long. To the right and reeled in by Downs. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. They're out just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That's on target to Pierce. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Sticking to the air here. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and at the Texans' 14-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He'll call his own number. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
13 yards on the play.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Running for it with Taylor. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. There's another for it. And this time he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. No to return this. This makes it up to the 25. Out now come the Texans on offense. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
Only gets a yard.
Brings up second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On play action, here's Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Texans win it here. So first down from the 41. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Houston.
Setting up to pass. They put some air under it deep down the left. That one connects. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it first and goal. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. He'll look to throw it. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans have taken the lead late.
Touchdown.
It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Here's Gould on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. New set of downs from 37. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Number 14, Alec Pierce. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. Back to throw. Dumps this underneath to Taylor. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Play play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. They are throwing it again. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Still sticking with the passing game. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Throwing from the gun here. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Whew. I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. He's going to throw it again. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throwing now. To the middle, and it's looked in by Lewin. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. So the Texans come away with their own win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Indy.
All of them. I'm guessing it's just one. Hey, in your home alone too.